Greetings, everyone. So, I recently picked up this set, the Twin Peaks Z to A collection, and Rose informed me that she has never seen Twin Peaks. So, golden opportunity. And she just didn't know anything about it at all, just knew that it was a thing that existed.
Well, you talked about it before, but that was about it.
I talked about it before, but yeah. So I thought, well, hey, that'd be pretty cool to, get to experience Twin Peaks through fresh eyes again, much like when I saw it back when it originally aired in the 90s. So we've watched season 1 so far. We watched the new 4K of the pilot movie, which looked really nice. And then we watched the first 2 regular episodes up to, if you've seen it, you'll know there might be some minor spoilers here, just so you know. Up to the episode where Cooper had his dream, which I informed you was the episode I missed when it was originally on.
Sounds like a very key episode.
Yes, kind of. Like, it's not like the rest of the season hinges on events from that one episode or anything, but it does. And then after that, we watched about the last 20 minutes of the international version of the pilot, which was the version they showed theatrically in Europe, because the last 20 minutes of that is basically what was edited into the dream sequence at the end of the second regular episode of the series. So I've always seen it as kind of the extended version of the dream, and Cooper makes mention of things that happen in that we didn't see in the televised version, so I thought, just for the more complete experience. And then we watched the rest of the season over the course of 2 or 3 weeks. We've been watching like 2 episodes a week. So kind of really savoring.
Well, I've been trying to.
We've missed a few weeks here and there or whatever, or had to bail early because of tiredness or what have you. But for the most part, we've been trying to do 2 episodes a week. And so we just finished the first season finale a couple weeks ago, and we're about to watch the second season opener, the big 2-hour premiere. And I thought before we did that, we'd get some of Rose's initial thoughts about Twin Peaks. So what are some of your initial thoughts about Twin Peaks?
I thought you had questions planned. I don't...
No. What are you, 5? You need me to ask you interview type questions?
Yeah.
You can't just have a conversation?
Yes.
So I guess the first question I would have was, given how influential the show is and like how much it influenced the look and feel of television ever since, basically. Did it feel to you like a show that was made in 1990?
I mean, to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like a lot of people wouldn't have really, understood it as much in the 90s.
There was a lot of confusion. People had difficulty thinking outside the box because it was so different from any other show that had ever been on
Lynch,
before.
So.
I mean, not just the serialized aspect. I mean, there was obviously serialized shows like late night soaps and stuff and daytime soaps, but most primetime shows were very episodic. Like they would have key episodes where big things would happen, but and maybe have a loose story arc over the course of a season, but you could miss an episode and not be completely lost, But with the serial, obviously you don't want to miss any episodes because something important happens in every episode, right? So there was that aspect of it. Also, like some of the subject matter we were commenting on, like when they were listening to Laura's tapes.
Yes.
And some of the things she said was like, wow. They were able to say that on 1990s television.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about how, she was getting, turned on by the fact that some guy wanted to kill her and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's, fucked up. But, What are so after the pilot, you had some theories about who the killer was, which I think you've changed your mind about 18 times since then.
Yeah.
So before we get into that, what are some notable characters to you? Who are some of your favorite characters?
Oh, favorite characters. Cooper is the FBI guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so Cooper, 100%.
Of course. Everybody loves Cooper.
He's amazing and really ADHD and
Yes.
just
Little,
Cooper.
a little neurospicy.
Yes.
Well, I think we were commenting on that. Like, it seems like every other person in the town is
Is
neurospicy to some extent.
Degree, yeah. Big Ed.
Big Ed.
Big Ed is amazing.
Good old Big Ed. Everybody, yeah, Big Ed's great. He's like one of the few genuinely, like, decent people in Twin Peaks.
God, we haven't watched it in a couple weeks. I'm trying to remember all the characters.
His wife was Nadine with the eye patch.
Yeah.
And his high school sweetheart, who he still pines for, and who still pines for him, was Norma from the diner.
Yes. Not Shelley.
Not Shelley, no. Shelley's with, what's his face? Leo.
Leo.
I want to say
yeah.
Roy for some reason.
Roy.
Oh, Roy.
Um,
Yeah, so she's with Leo. But she's
I like how unhinged Bobby is.
Bobby. Yeah, Bobby is your typical rebellious teen.
Well, he's a little more than rebellious.
Well, yeah, and he's mixed up in some, like, bad shit, too. Like, we know he's
Yeah.
involved with Leo and with the drug smuggling and stuff like that. And, yeah, so you like Cooper, you like Big Ed. Hawk.
Hawk.
I was gonna say
just about to mention
I was
Hawk.
what about Hawk? Sorry, are you mentioning him?
Basically, the Book Boys.
The Bookhouse Boys.
Bookhouse Boys, yeah.
Yeah.
And, Randy? The deputy.
Oh, Andy.
Andy and, the, like, really autistic girl.
Lucy. Yeah.
Yeah, they're cute.
The really autistic girl. Yeah. I mean, they both kind of are, I think. I think that's why they vibe so well. But,
Oh, and I like the fisherman guy.
Pete. Yeah, Pete is great. That's, the actor was Jack Nance, who was actually, a favorite of David Lynch's as well. He puts him in just about all of his films somewhere. He actually stars as the lead character in Eraserhead, which was David Lynch's first feature film.
Is that the one with the eraser baby?
Kind of.
The weird alien baby thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain. We'll watch it at some point. I don't think you're ready for it yet.
Okay.
We have to warm up to Eraserhead.
Mom tried showing me Silence of the Lambs.
Okay.
Like when I was, younger than I am now.
Yes.
And
considerably younger, I'm sure.
Considerably younger. And, like, she got mad at you for showing me The Craft. And
Yeah.
I feel like Silence of the Lambs would mentally scar me.
Well, and I would see movies, like, when we went to their place, or when I would go to their place in the movies, and you're putting on, like, American Gangster and stuff on it.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, no kid in this house is above the age of, like, 7.
Yeah.
What are you doing? And then I get in trouble for showing you The
They
Craft.
showed me, like, Straight Outta Compton when I was, like, 10.
Yeah. Anyway,
Anyways.
Twin Peaks. Okay, so any other favorite characters? Who else do we got? We got Dr. Jacoby, the psychiatrist.
I like him, but I wouldn't say he's a favorite character.
We got James, motorcycle guy.
I'm kind of...
Okay.
I think he's a little fucked up for, like being in love with Laura and then immediately, like, dating her best friend after she dies.
Donna, yeah.
Well,
I mean, Donna's kind of guilty there, too. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say, like, I like the depth of their characters, but at the same time, I don't, like, they're not my favorites because of their mentality regarding that.
So that...
They're like, oh, we're meant for each other, blah, blah, blah. but she was like really close with Laura, and he was like in love with Laura.
Yeah.
And it's just like, would you really move on from a dead ex that fast? Like, she died a week ago.
Well, more like a day ago. Like,
like a couple of days ago.
Like the first half of the pilot is everybody grieving, and then at the tail end, like James and Donna are full on making out, like in
the woods.
in the woods. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. Like, if somebody tried doing that to me, if like my girlfriend or whatever, my partner or my like ex, even if it was an ex, if they died, I would be like, nobody touch me for like a month.
Well, yeah, you need time to grieve. But yeah. I mean, I guess that's kind of a television conceit, though. I mean, they sort of, even though technically it's a day per episode, they do have to keep things moving, to a certain extent. So it's like, we'll just let this one go, because
you can't wait 30 episodes.
No, it'll be the end of the series.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, these guys were hooking up the whole time. We just didn't want to show you so you didn't feel bad.
We didn't want you to feel bad, so we kept that from you.
Yeah.
Who else is there?
The girl that's hitting on Cooper.
Oh, of course, Audrey.
Audrey.
As one of my friends described her, the woman who melts men like wax.
I loved her so much. I would marry Audrey.
Good old Audrey. And, well, then there's Laura's parents, Leland and Sarah, the psychic lady.
They're both mentally insane.
Well, yeah, Leland's
her father is like a broken shell of a man.
I know.
Like dancing with ghosts.
Yeah.
And then her mom is somehow the saner one, and she's having visions. So
like a lot of visions. Like,
a lot of visions.
There's some crazy shit going on.
Yep.
So what do you think, just to backtrack a little bit, what do you think about the dream that Cooper had and all the sort of things we saw there? Do you think that has any deeper meaning? I mean, beyond, like, solving the mystery, do you think there's anything more to that?
Well, we kind of know who the chick that looked like Laura was her cousin.
Madeline.
Madeline, yeah.
Yeah. Same actress, by the way.
I assumed.
If you were questioning that.
I mean, we don't know who the little man was.
Yes, the man from another place.
Yeah. Like, pieces of it have kind of, like, been figured out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the place where the music plays was the bit with Leo and the bird. And
that's right, Waldo.
Yeah, that whole room was basically, like, his mind trying to lead him to that house.
The red curtains.
Yeah, the red curtains, especially.
In the cabin.
Yep. I'm sure there's a deeper meaning, but I can't. Well, I know.
And maybe you just don't have all the pieces of the puzzle yet.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I guess what I meant was, do you think it has a deeper meaning, not just in terms of the, the clues that it pointed Cooper to, but that, like, one of the things he talked about was we don't know where dreams come from. Like, we don't know why your brain chooses the pictures that it chooses.
Yeah.
Or where they come from.
I love dreams. If I could research dreams as my job, I would totally do that.
That was one of the things that kind of attracted me to Twin Peaks, as well as the fact that it was so heavily based around dreams and
psychology
and stuff like that. And I was so pissed off that I missed that episode. Everybody's telling me about it the next few days. Like, what did Cooper's dream mean? What, he had a dream? God damn it.
Yeah.
So, because I grew up on stuff like Nightmare on Elm Street. And, another movie called Dreamscape, which...
I know Dreamscape.
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it, but I know of it.
I should show it to you sometime. It's a fun one. It has the guy who plays Jerry.
Like Seinfeld?
No. The Horn brothers, Ben and Jerry. The guy who owns the hotel and One-Eyed Jacks. And his brother, who's like obsessed with sandwiches.
I like his brother. His brother's amazing. I forgot about his brother.
His brother is... I love that actor, David Allen Patrick, I think. David Patrick. Yeah, he's so good. But I remember growing up, he would often play villains.
Oh, I could totally see that.
Yeah, and he's the villain in Dreamscape. He's like basically just this serial killer, and the whole idea is that it's this new technology where people can go into other people's dreams, but you have to have like some kind of natural psychic ability to be able to kind of navigate it, I guess.
Yeah.
So, you know, Dennis Quaid, who stars in it, his character is using it to help people get over trauma and deal with personal issues and stuff. But this guy, Jerry, is like just full-on psychotic killer. So they bring, but he's really strong psychic. Mm-hmm. So, you know, the people upstairs, the corrupt politicians and whatnot, bring him in to assassinate people in their dreams. So,
cool. Anyway, back to
Dennis Quaid's character has to stop him, but and it's just these awesome fights on the dreamscape, and stuff like that. It's really cool. But so I've always been fascinated by dreams. So when they kind of brought that aspect of it, and Sarah's psychic powers and things like that, and there's other things that come in as well, kind of as we go. But that just made me more intrigued about the show. It's like, oh, it's not just a murder mystery. There's like more stuff going on here. So. Yeah, so it just sucked me in right from the start. So I guess the big question is, who do you think killed Laura Palmer?
Everybody, apparently.
Everybody? It's like Murder on the Orient Express, just everybody did it.
In some aspects, yeah.
Everybody had something to do with it. So we met Jacques, and they busted him.
Yes.
And
then Laura's dad snuffed him out.
And then Laura's dad killed him, yeah. So
suffocated him.
So we're pretty sure it wasn't Jacques, although he was obviously involved.
Well, he was involved in the drug ring and like in all the sex shit with Laura, but I don't think he killed her.
No, he just liked to party with them. And do crimes.
I feel like Leo is involved, but he didn't kill her.
Yeah, you think that's... Why, too obvious?
Well, I feel like they wouldn't reveal who the killer is in the first season.
Yeah. Well, and they were pointing a lot of fingers at Leo, too, so...
Well, Leo was involved in the drug stuff, the sex stuff.
Yeah. He's involved with Benjamin.
He's really
Horn.
Violent. He's involved with Horn.
Yeah.
He's, like, wrapped up in everything. Mm-hmm. So I feel like he's definitely involved in some aspect. Mm-hmm. But I don't think he was the one that actually killed her.
No. Because when they went to see the log lady, do you remember what she told them? What her log saw that night?
Well, it was something about the house. Mm-hmm. No.
Her log heard footsteps in the forest outside. Mm-hmm. She heard two men and two girls. Yeah. So they know that was Leo and Jacques. Mm-hmm. And Laura and Ronette, the other girl.
Ronette was the one that was like in a psychosis after, right?
She came, she
was
got
the one on the railway.
She was on the railway tracks, yeah.
Yeah.
And because she crossed the state line, that was how the FBI was able to get involved. Mm-hmm. Also because there seemed to be a connection to another murder.
With the letters.
With the letters under the fingernails. And, what was it? Really, Church? What's up? You have some theories you would like to share?
I think you might want water. I'll get it for him in a minute.
Teresa Banks, that's who it was. Sorry, it's a lot of names to keep track of, and it's been a while since I've watched everything. Yes, there was a murder of a girl named Teresa Banks, who I think was the first one with the letter under her fingernails, and Cooper had a hunch that this was the start of like a serial killer, like something.
Well, yeah, you got like a trail of clues, obviously, or the start of a trail of clues.
So we have an R and a T so far. Yeah. But then in the dream, who do we meet in the dream?
The Bob.
And
the other guy.
Mike.
I don't remember his name.
Mike, who has one arm.
Yeah.
And in the dream, he said that he, was basically tired of the killing, so he cut off his arm.
Yeah, because it had like the fire thing on it.
It had a tattoo, that said "Fire, walk with me." So then they found the one-armed man in the real world.
Yeah.
And his name was Philip Gerard, not Mike.
Yeah.
And he had, one arm. Actual one-armed man, by the way. They didn't fake that. They got a guy with one arm who is also a fantastic actor. And he says what, and they're questioning him, and he's like, well, what did the tattoo say? And he said, Mom. And he broke down crying. You remember that?
Mom!
Mom! Yeah, I love, blocking the fire. So do you remember what Bob said about the letters?
Well, he said what it was supposed to spell out, but I don't remember.
Well, what's Bob short for?
Bobbert.
Bobbert.
Robert?
Yes.
Okay.
So he's spelling out Robert. But that's not important. It's not, like, what the letters spell out isn't even important. That's just, it was a layer of mystery that there was just kind of like, basically just to point to Bob.
Yeah.
So we don't know who Bob is. We don't know who Mike is.
I feel like Bob and Mike, well, Mike I guess was, but I feel like they're working for like a higher power.
Yeah.
Because Fire Walk With Me seems almost like a satanic thing. Where it's like working with a demon, maybe?
A demon.
But, yeah. Because, like, I wouldn't suspect that if I didn't know that Twin Peaks had supernatural aspects.
Well, there is that thing that Harry said to Cooper when he introduced him to the Bookhouse Boys about there being an evil in the woods.
Oh, an evil, yeah, I remember that.
He says call it a presence or a darkness.
And it's been there forever, and there's always like the group that like tries to keep it under control.
And that's the Bookhouse Boys.
Yeah.
They basically begin where the law ends, essentially.
Okay, yeah, then Bob and Mike are definitely working for a demon, and they're like possessed.
Some kind of demon.
Or maybe Laura just got murdered by this creature in the woods, and
like a chupacabra. Or a Wendigo.
But no,
or Bigfoot.
I feel like the thing that's actually the main culprit is this evil.
So I was going to say back to what the log lady said about the footsteps. Is she heard the two girls, the two men, and then later another set of footsteps.
So I'm following them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was a fifth person involved.
Well, we've also seen from the perspective of somebody else, like with Jacoby. We still don't know who did that.
Right. Who clocked Jacoby when they lured him out to...
And the ending of season 1. We still don't know who clocked out Cooper.
Well, okay, let's go through all the cliffhangers at the end of season 1. So, big one, Cooper gets shot as he comes back from One-Eyed Jack's.
I guarantee you he's not dead.
Audrey is...
the newest lady
trying to go undercover at One-Eyed Jack's, maybe in a little over her head, because who just walked in the room?
Her dad.
Yeah, to meet the new girl.
Oh, God. Yeah.
The mill burned down.
And Pete runs in trying to get his wife.
Catherine and Shelley were trapped in the mill.
Because Shelley was tied there. And
by Leo.
Leo got shot by Hank. There's a lot going on.
While Leo was trying to kill Bobby with an axe.
Yes.
Josie's got some kind of connection with Hank that we don't fully know all the details of, but he
I feel like the evil is kind of like corrupting the town, and that's why everybody is like doing all this fucked up shit. And eventually everyone's gonna kind of lose their own mind in some aspect.
We're just gonna go nuts.
And I'm worried Big Ed is next because of Nadine. Nadine overdosed as well.
Yeah, that's right. Nadine overdosed. We don't know if she's gonna survive. Katie is checking out all the stuff.
Come here.
Alright. How you doing? oh, he's on a mission. Where are you going?
You're saying hello to the people.
Hi. Do you have some theories you'd like to share? gonna watch the show with us? You gonna sit and watch? He does that sometimes when we'll watch shows. He'll come and cuddle up on our lap and... I'm sorry, were we revealing too many secrets? You come here to
silence us.
It's like, don't tell them. You're saying too much.
Church is the evil in the woods.
That's right. Church is the evil in the woods. Well, that tracks. That's it. So yeah, lots of cliffhangers. Hell of a season finale.
Oh yeah.
We don't know who's gonna live. We don't know who's gonna die. We don't know what's gonna happen next. So, any last thoughts before we wrap this up and begin the epic journey that is season 2?
Well, I have theories on what I think is gonna happen.
Go for it.
Okay.
Theories are fun when it's this early on because then you get to find out later how wrong you were.
Okay, so Cooper I think is gonna be okay. He's gonna have something under his like dress shirt or whatever he was wearing, because.
You comment, yeah, okay.
Because you don't see any blood, and earlier in the episode, when Hank shoots Leo, you clearly see blood come out of where he was shot, like, immediately. Mm-hmm. It was more like a puff when Cooper gets shot. Also, I think Hank somehow shot Leo, talked to Josie, and shot Cooper all in like an hour.
Hank was just bombing all over town that night.
Like right after getting out of jail.
God, I got so much shit to do today. So many people to kill.
Well, because it was like the same leather gloves and like outfit he had when he shot Leo.
Well, yeah, but Jacoby had leather gloves too when he took the
Well, yeah, but why would he
necklace.
shoot Cooper?
I don't know.
And people just really like leather outfits in this town, apparently.
I mean, it's very much a trope, too. It's like in like 70s television, you always saw that.
Disguise them.
Well, you'd always see the killer's gloved hands and stuff like that. It's like a big thing. But, church has blocked the light. You're half in darkness now. So, okay, so you think Hank was just running around town like a maniac, shooting everybody?
Well,
he's only been out of jail for what, like 2 days? Like, wow, dude, you didn't waste any time.
Well, yeah.
And he's trying to get back with Norma.
Somehow.
Whereas Norma just wants to be with Ed. Ed wants to be with Norma, but Ed's stuck with Nadine, and Norma's stuck with Hank.
And Norma's worried that if Ed gets involved, he'll get hurt.
Yeah, and Hank already knows, like, that Ed is a threat.
An issue, yeah. I'm a little worried about that. Because I feel like Ed's not going to make it much longer.
We're all pulling for Ed.
Well, I feel like, with Nadine maybe not making it, he won't, like, be mentally okay. And then...
he'll blame himself or something.
Well, something like that. I don't think it would be, like, a suicide type thing with Ed.
Yeah.
But I feel like Hank is gonna piece things together because he'll seek comfort in Norma, and then Hank will kill him. Anyways,
that would be tragic.
Yeah, I write a lot, so I know how to do good character deaths.
What other theories do you have?
There's also
Just one sec. We were about to hit the 30-minute limit.
Okay.
Sorry, Church.
Also, Audrey and her dad. So I had a couple ideas of how that might go. One, he'll like lose her shit and she won't be able to, or he will lose his shit, and he and he won't. She won't be able to help with the investigations anymore, and she'll be like locked in the house and
She'll
like
be like the prisoner of Zenda or something.
Yeah. I had a couple different theories, but I've forgotten them by now. But one of them was that he could use it as, like, he'll go through with it and use it as, like, a, like, time to teach you a lesson type thing, so that she'll, like, never go against what he says again type vibe.
Yikes. Dark.
Like, it's dark, but I feel like he's that kind of person.
You do, eh? That he's just, like, just completely...
Well, he's fucking, like, 3 different people.
Well, true.
He's like backstabbing Pete's wife with
Josie.
with Josie.
Double crossing her, that's right.
And
I forgot about
then
that. With the ledgers.
and then sleeping with Pete's wife.
Yep.
And then his own wife.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, involved with Leo and...
and owns One-Eyed Jacks.
And owns One-Eyed Jacks.
Fucks how many girls there.
Oof.
You know?
But yeah, fuck, what else? Well, he might just up and kill her.
You think he would do that?
Because she knows too much, yeah.
Well, she knows about the recruiting at the perfume counter, so that connects it to the department store.
Yeah.
And she probably knows about some of the double dealings and double crosses and stuff because she's got her little secret panels and hidey holes and stuff where she spies on everybody from.
Yeah. Well, also she knows that her dad is the owner, and he would be in a lot of shit.
She didn't know that before.
Yeah.
So that's so Audrey's in deep shit. Basically.
I feel like that's entirely another reason that the Black Rose chick or whatever her name was, the older lady that recruits the girls.
The madam, yeah.
The madam, yeah.
Blackie for short.
I feel like she might know that Audrey is Horn's daughter, because I feel like why wouldn't she know?
Well, how would she know though if she's never been to the Great Northern, presumably?
Well, like if he like tells her or something like, oh, like don't, you know.
Yeah, I don't know that she would necessarily know. Like she would know that he has a daughter.
Yeah.
Probably, but wouldn't know. Like, I imagine he would do everything he could to keep those two sides of his life separate.
Yeah.
So, I imagine that she wouldn't know that much about his personal life.
Yeah, I mean,
so...
I don't know how close they are.
I don't know. Well, I mean, they're close in, like, the business
sense, yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know beyond that.
Oh, yeah, and with Pete running into the burning building, I think him and his wife are gonna like die together as kind of like their final "I love you" moment, because they have this weird rivalry thing going on. And that Shelley's gonna be like the lone survivor of that whole massacre.
So I was just gonna say, so that, like, we did see some moments where there are still some feelings there between Pete and Catherine. It's
yeah, but I feel like she's kind of using him to an extent.
Yeah, definitely. She uses everybody.
Yeah. Oh, what else is?
I
think I hit all the bases.
I feel like we're missing something. All right. Well.
Do you have any final questions? We're both very tired.
Yeah. So I have pie. We got pie. We got strawberry rhubarb pie. They don't have cherry pie at the local supermarket, but it's at least red.
Yes. And pie.
And very sweet. It's actually really good. But we had some for the family, so we just got a half pie. This time we got a full pie.
This is really good.
And it's a longer episode. But mainly because it was really good.
We will eat an entire pie per episode.
Yes. An entire pie. Each. Just,
yes.
Yeah, well, I don't know that there's much left to ask at this point because it was a short season. But, yeah, alright, well, I think we covered all the bases. Oh, there was the thing about Lucy and Andy. Lucy revealed that she was pregnant. That was the other big thing. There we go. Andy, like, just looked like he went instantly catatonic.
Yeah.
I did like the little story arc with Andy, though, how it started off with him, like, bursting into tears at crime scenes and stuff. And then when they tried to do the target practice, and it was just, like, horrible. And, but then in the final episode, he had, like, his big hero moment.
Oh, yeah, because Jack was going to shoot, what's his name?
He was going to shoot Harry.
Yeah.
And then,
and he was like, pow!
And then he got the...
And they edited it so you think he shot Harry, but
That's
no, it
right.
was... What's his nuts? Andy.
Clever. And then we see Andy there, looking like fucking Dirty Harry.
No pun intended.
Oh yeah, Dirty Andy. Has his big hero moment. Then they use that to get him in good with Lucy again. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Church is slurping over there.
Really, Kat? You gotta do that right there, right now? I don't even know where he is. I can just hear the slurping.
I hear him. I don't know.
Is he in the cat tree?
No.
I don't think so. Oh, I don't know. Anyway,
no.
Hope you enjoyed this very ADHD little discussion about season 1 of Twin Peaks. We probably won't wait until the end of season 2 to do another one because it's a full 22 episode season.
No.
So we'll maybe like drop in at key points and kind of, get your thoughts on how things are going so far.
Okay.
And then we got a long way to go. We got 22 episodes of season 2.
So halfway point.
And then we
could do another one.
And then we got Fire Walk With Me, which is the movie. And then there's the missing pieces, which is all the deleted scenes from Fire Walk With Me, which is basically the length of another movie. It's all been edited together into story order too, so it's literally like getting just the other side of the story, like the rest of the story. And then we have The Return, which is 18 episodes. And all your questions will be answered. Every single one, tied up in a nice, neat, tidy little bow.
It's David Lynch. Nothing is ever solved.
Yes. All right.
That's another reason we watched Twin Peaks, actually, is because he recently passed away.
That's right. Yeah, it's kind of our...
That was like what kind of lit it.
Our running tribute to David Lynch. I mean, I had been wanting to rewatch it anyway, but yeah, his passing definitely kind of kicked that into, higher priority. But yeah, we definitely lost a master there for sure. Definitely a unique voice in cinema and television. And I think he definitely made his mark, and I think it will continue to influence cinema for a good many years to come.
People think I write like David Lynch.
What, like your stories?
Mm-hmm.
Well, all the more reason we should watch more of his stuff then.
Well, the people that know who David Lynch are think I write like David Lynch.
I have most of his... I used to have all of his movies on DVD.
He did Dune, didn't he?
Yep, the original in 1984 version of Dune. I just got that on 4K if you want to check that out. What else did Blue Velvet, Wild at Heart, Mulholland Drive...
Blue Velvet and Dune
Lost
Twin
Highway
Peaks are the most notorious, I think.
Blue Velvet is almost like a prototype Twin Peaks because it's a similar kind of thing where it takes place in a small town and something horrible happens and it reveals kind of the seedy underbelly of the town. It's not as huge a cast of characters as Twin Peaks. It's just a standalone movie. But it also has Kyle MacLachlan in it. He plays Cooper.
Okay.
Kyle MacLachlan is also the star in Dune. That was the first thing him and David Lynch ever worked on together.
He's my new favorite actor.
And they just
I love him.
Stayed working together for ages.
He's amazing.
Oh, he's great. He's fantastic. I can't wait until you see him in The Return. Like, his acting is phenomenal in that. He's so good. But, yeah. All right. Well, we will bid you all adieu for now, folks. And we'll see you somewhere in the midst of Season 2. Until then, thanks for watching. And remember, the owls are not what they seem.
Whatever that means.